It's not the wild animals you should fear when camping alone. It's the ones who walk on two legs. Sam loved the solitude of the wilderness. Armed with his loyal dog Luna, he ventured into the woods for a peaceful weekend of camping. But on the second night, the peaceful forest turned sinister. After noticing two figures near his original campsite earlier in the day, Sam decided to relocate. That night, as the fire flickered, Luna began growling at the darkness. A faint, human-like whistle echoed through the woods, growing louder as footsteps approached Sam's tent. Paralyzed with fear, Sam tried to convince himself it was an animal. But when a shadow passed just inches from his tent and the whistling turned into a clicking noise, he knew someone, or something, was out there. The next moment, the footsteps stopped just outside his tent. Luna barked furiously, but Sam was too afraid to move. Summoning courage, Sam shouted, "I'm armed! Leave now!" But his voice wavered, betraying his terror. The shadow retreated, only for Sam to hear a blood-curdling scream from deeper in the woods. Grabbing Luna, Sam bolted toward his truck, abandoning everything at the campsite. Though he reported the incident to authorities, Sam never learned what happened that night. But the haunting scream and the unshakable feeling of being watched ensured he never camped alone again.
Have you ever felt completely safe, only to realize you were never alone? Emily thought she had the perfect gig, babysitting two sweet kids in a luxurious mansion while their wealthy parents enjoyed a weekend away. But on one autumn night, what started as an easy job turned into a harrowing fight for survival. This is the chilling story of a night Emily will never forget. After putting the children, Mia, age 8, and Ethan, age 5, to bed, Emily settled into the pool house to relax. The estate was quiet, surrounded by the crisp air of a fall evening. As the hours passed, she enjoyed the calm, unaware that something sinister was brewing. Suddenly, the house intercom crackled to life, breaking the silence. "Emily," Mia's trembling voice whispered, "someone's in my room." Emily's heart stopped. She bolted back to the house, racing up the grand staircase to find Mia sitting up in bed, terrified. But the room was empty. "It was just a bad dream," Emily reassured her, tucking her back in. Emily returned to the pool house, trying to shake the unease. But moments later, the intercom beeped again. This time no words came, only shallow, raspy breaths. Her fingers trembled as she picked up the receiver, calling out, "Who is this?" The only reply was silence, followed by the faint sound of a door creaking open. Panic set in. Emily called her best friend, hoping to calm her nerves, but as she paced the pool house, something in the distance caught her eye. A shadow moved behind the hallway window of the main house. She froze, her gaze locking on the silhouette of a tall, dark figure. The figure turned, staring directly at her. Emily's phone slipped from her hands, her pulse pounding in her ears. She grabbed the intercom, screaming, "I'm calling the police!" Before rushing to the house to protect the children, Emily found the children huddled together in Ethan's room, tears streaming down their faces. "We have to go," she whispered, scooping Ethan into her arms as Mia clung to her side. The three dashed back to the pool house, Emily locking the door behind them. But the terror wasn't over. The man followed them, his heavy footsteps crunching on the gravel path. He circled the pool house, tapping on the windows and testing the locks. Emily held the children close, whispering reassurances she didn't believe herself. Just when it seemed all hope was lost, distant sirens broke through the silence. The man disappeared into the shadows as flashing lights filled the driveway. Police officers stormed the property, finding the back door to the mansion ajar, but no sign of the intruder. Though the children's parents were endlessly grateful, Emily couldn't bring herself to return. The house, once a symbol of safety and comfort, had become a haunting memory of survival and fear. If this story gave you chills, don't forget to subscribe for more spine-tingling tales. And if you've ever experienced something that sent shivers down your spine, share it in the comments. You might just see your story featured in our next video. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time. Sometimes the scariest monsters aren't in the movies, they're in your house. Anna was home alone on a rainy night, enjoying her favorite horror movie, when she heard faint footsteps coming from the floor below. She dismissed it as the house settling, until her locked bedroom door slowly creaked open. The footsteps grew louder, climbing the stairs. Thinking her brother might have returned early, Anna texted him, but his reply chilled her. I'm still out with friends. Stay safe. The realization hit. A stranger was in her house. Anna froze as the bedroom door creaked open. She feigned sleep, peeking through her eyelashes at a shadowy figure standing in the doorway. The stranger lingered, watching her for agonizing seconds, then shut the door but didn't leave the hallway. Heart pounding, Anna called 911, whispering her location while the figure's heavy footsteps moved toward the stairs. Minutes later, police arrived, their flashlights piercing the darkness. The officers found the back door ajar, but no sign of the intruder. As the police searched, Anna caught a glimpse of a man lurking in the yard, retreating into the shadows. The haunting realization that he might return gripped her as she locked every door and window. Though the intruder was never caught, Anna never forgot the image of those dark eyes peering at her. From that night on, she triple-checked every lock, unable to shake the memory of the uninvited guest. If these stories sent shivers down your spine, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss the next terrifying tale. And if you've had your own creepy experiences, drop them in the comments. I might feature your story next.